They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. The Utes will kick it away to start us off. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Baylor Bears offense will get first crack at it today. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this team.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Bears with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Utah Utes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Utes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. His head is spinning. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Let's go! He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. To the air, it's Page. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Utes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Bears! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Page. Finds this big tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Utes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He'll throw on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's McKinney. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Utes have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's McKinney. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Just keep slinging it. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Utes will punt it away on fourth down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Little touch pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, but who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Going to the running game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Utes line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Line getting set on 2nd down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to pass. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Dead center perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Breaks into the open. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Under fire. At the 45 on his way. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, they're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Trying to bull his way in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. Are forced to settle for 3. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now
he lost one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Up to the races. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Utes will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Fires to the big fella. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
He's got it. Looking for the end zone. Couldn't quite.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football,
a lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field. But they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Utes will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bears are marching down the field. On the ground, it's ball. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Finds his back in the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bears will have it first and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you